Hey everyone, and tonight I have a female entrepreneur, and not only, as well as scientist and a lady I've been admiring for so many years. And welcome Renata to CEO World Record.
Good evening, Laura. Nice to see you as well.
You know,
Gorgeous management professional and consultant.
I never said that to you, but the way there is a reason why I invited you to participate explicitly. It is that I love the way you are shifting your identity over and over. I love your curiosity, the bravery you possess. And I thought I cannot afford myself to close this world record without you having onboarded. So, Renata, without further ado, could you share with us what is driving you? What is driving you internally to, you know, uh, be that multifaceted person as you are and learn new things and adapt new situations and always kind of, go for bigger and bolder things?
I think it's a curiosity. You can call it scientific curiosity. You can call it human curiosity. But curiosity drives me to try out new things and step step to the path that I have never went before, and also maybe the courage to try out those new things. But what drives me most is the impact. I don't take the path that I don't think they are worth trying, they are worth exploring. So I only turn left or right depending when I see that it will be an interesting and important journey, and you can leave a significant or valuable footprint in this path.
What type of new paths or new, let's say, skills you are learning? Because I know that you have a PhD degree, you are within IT yourself, and not only you are as well mentoring female entrepreneurs. You recently been even applying for Kaunas University's rector's position. That is absolutely adorable, and I know that you've been haven't you been like a yoga instructor kind of teaching course?
That was my last year achievement, yes.
Yes. Could you share with us, like, like what? Yeah, I know you answered what drives you to try these things, but how do how do you find the connections between all of these things? Because it's like there's on one side science, on another side, being comfortable without in unknown and these type of things. How do you, yeah, connect these dots?
Ah, Connecting the dots is what Lineria is about. It's our mission and slogan, connecting the dots for value. So connecting the dots in one's life is even more important. Why I do try out such things like yoga, or I'm learning Reiki now as well, because of the personality development. When you want to change something, you need always to start from yourself as a person, yourself as a human being, and those type of methodology of philosophy, philosophy, is about learning to handle oneself, and that's why I'm trying that. And when you start with yourself, then you can expand your impact to developing deeper, more valuable connections with other people, and then people make organizations, and you can handle organizations. But yeah, I first started from organizations. I started learning business administration. So after learning that, I appeared in the information and communication technologies, and was developing information systems and feasibility studies related to information system, mostly for the government sector. So again, went for a broader scale. And then when I am over 40, then realize that, well, I need to invest in myself as well. What I'm learning now, I am studying now sustainability beside this.
Amazing. And this CEO World Record and this initiative is a lot about impact and as well sustainability. I have a big question for you, Renata. I don't know where it's going to take us, but I know that it's going to be an interesting discussion. If you could share with us, what is the one thing, like literally right now, that is like really frustrating you? I mean, to the molecules of your body, it's just so frustrating that this is happening in our society, in our thoughts, in our systems, that you truly want to die seeing that it is gone. I mean, you really want to yeah, kind of be the impact for the change. What is that thing that is frustrating?
It's several. When it concerns system, what's frustrating me at most is bureaucracies. I really don't like and love to get involved with bureaucracies, to deal with that. It just, I always feel that there is such a waste of time when you need to to see the inefficiency and inflexibility that's caused by bureaucracies in the organizations and systems. What concerns person to person relation, um, what irritates me is the envy. When people envy success or other good qualities, just without trying themselves to become a better version, to learn something more, they start envying the success to other people. So this is something that I'm still not tolerating.
I understand. Yeah, it can feel daunting when you are a pioneer and you wanna do the change, and sometimes you feel alone in the field, and then yeah, before the results, there is always effort, and during the path of effort, it's not really pleasant to hear. To be surrounded, let's say, with the people who are envying or criticizing. I truly get that. Renata, let's reveal the world record question and kind of unpack Leaneria, because I know that you are representing as well Lithuania with this wonderful company. So how is then the world better off because Leaneria is in it?
I think I would need to start with what we do, and then why the world is better because of that. So first, we combine the soft management consulting with the hard information system solutions in a package called digital transformation. And together with our clients, we go through this digital transformation in their organization. Most often, we work with the small and medium sized businesses, and we often start early from awareness building, digitalization audits, roadmap development, then to system deployment, system integration, tough project management, going through the resistant conflict resolution. To put it very simply, we fight Excels and paper sheets and excessive communication and conflicts, defects that all happen when things do not go well due to those uh, limits of Excels and excessive coordination. We also provide those client teams with data on their performance, cost clients, which they may analyze and ground their further decisions and operations. But what's good out of that at the end? Why the world is better off because of those services? Usually in the business world, people like to hear that systems increase efficiency, profit, reduce cost. But I would say that we increase the quality of their lives. No one likes bureaucracies, like myself. filling sheets, manually producing reports, collecting needed information from different sources. It's all about administrative burden. With the digital transformation, we release human time from papers, from forms, and human time is the most precious asset in everyone's life. Maybe still not in every business, but for sure that in everyone's life. So when this time is released from administration and starts to be available for creative work, then the life becomes more interesting and results come.
I love that. The time is a focal point. I mean, to me, is the pinnacle. And having a quality time means, like, to me, it is ability to place my attention to where I choose to place it. And as you say, I mean, it's nothing. It's just, in a way, really a stupidity, I would say, right, in today's environment, to kind of spend your time on the things you mentioned. So I love that it is about the quality of lives, because we spend so much time in our work. And we will still need the information, if we can find better, more productive and simple ways to gather that, then we have a faster, a better attention kind of span, and we can save a lot of time, and time matters. Renata, what is one crazy, crazy, big and bold idea you would want to see manifesting in your life, if nobody judged you, if you got all the, resourcefulness inside of you and around, what would truly make your life a legacy, and you would, at the end of the day, when you will be dying, you would look back and say, gosh, I made this. What is that one freaking bold idea?
I want 7 million people to consider me as their teacher.
Super. What's the impact of that?
Because I really respect the role of a teacher in a person's life, in a person's development. And I heard many times feedback and calling myself a teacher. I would like to be a teacher for more people than I can be currently, and make this positive impact in their development. Building people, growing people is the most important mission. And when you say about being bold, then it needs to be a crowd of people.
Cool. I mean, I can just
But
see you
even
shining
if
through,
if it's only for several, that's enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful idea. And I love asking that question myself, because then it gives me wings to fly and truly amplifies my dreaming skills. And I have a couple of more questions that are related as well with the world record. There is a very clear trend right now going through all the interviews which I conducted that are so diverse, from solopreneurs, big company people, thought leaders. There have been many we've been interviewing, and all of them are saying that it starts inwards, just as you. But at the same time, we've been kind of taught in business schools and in corporate world that growth at any cost is the thing. It's the pinnacle. That's what we have to aim for. And very often in the collective kind of group sessions, we forget who we are. We forget our values. We forget our internal kind of world, and then we go for that pinnacle, growth at any cost, tolerates everything. So the question would be, Renata, what do you think of rituals, like new rituals, should emerge within the collective collaboration? It can be the company, it can be suppliers, clients, the company, the entire ecosystem, that we as collective group of people, we are aware when we make the decisions that is that aligned or misaligned with the impact we're aiming for. What would be those new emerging practices or rituals?
Uh, this answer is not based on any management theory,
That's good.
but I think what's important is to start measuring the health in the organization. Like, are we healthy working in a team, in a group, in a setting, in a system, and how healthy? When you go to a doctor, there are measurements, like they take some blood and they measure temperature, and then they do a cardio exercises and measurements, and there are more devices being used to explore is the body healthy. When you go to psychologists, they have their own methods, and I think we should establish choose methods that are applicable for organization to periodically measure the health of teams and organizations.
This is so cool. I can totally see that. And I've spoken yesterday with another fascinating leader, and he introduced, like he said, digital siestas. We should have siestas booked in our Outlook calendars, that it's okay for us as leaders to see that being is a part of doing, and that every human being has to have time just to do nothing, and that's a part of you being as a human. And yeah, I can see that you're probably gonna create some type of measurement apps, Renata, in the future for measuring the health. And yeah, I thought it's a last question, but I have one more.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Tell me if you are aware about certain fears that are driving you. I know we talked about curiosity and the personal kind of growth you are so much into, but what are the inner fears that, or inner pain that actually is taking you to where you are, to whom you are becoming and over becoming?
Oh, that could become a very difficult answer if you go back to the fears from your childhood, etc. I grew up in the time when our country was not a free country; it was occupied country, and operating under planned economy. Um, and under planned economy, we were lacking a lot of things that we currently have, and this scarcity of resources and limited possibilities to choose from your career, your decisions, or even apply your curiosity, and limited possibilities to travel the world and understand the world and understand different cultures, that formed some kind of a frame from which you always try to escape. You want to explore the world. You want to apply your curiosity and creativity, and you never want again to live in such a scarcity of resources or products or even shoes. So that's why I think even from those time the ambition to pursue comes, and running away from a fears comes.
Yeah, I can
So
feel
this was a
that. Mhm.
difficult part of the question.
Hmm. Yeah, but as long as I believe we are conscious of that and we can turn our pains or fears to, yeah, to conscious kind of drive mechanisms, then and create impact from that, then it's really powerful. I read it somewhere that actually it is pain that drives us more than pleasure. Yeah, us as humans. Renata, thank you
I
so
think
much for
most
being with us. It's
Lithuanians
such a
even
pleasure to onboard you. You
converted
mean
this
a
pain to
lot
a
to me. I
grit.
know you mean a lot to Lithuania, and everyone who watches that. I truly would inspire to reach out to Renata and get her to mentor you because she is incredible in everything. She's such a holistic leader. Renata, thank you so much for being with us.